Let's see how we change the transmission oil onto the Camaro. Lifted the thing, put the jack stands underneath, and let's go under to have access to the transmission. That is the transmission oil pan, and there is no drain plug. So what you need to do is come under here and remove all these screws, which is 1/2 inch, all around it, all around the transmission oil pan, and at some point it will start drain from here, and you collect everything into a drainage plate. So I managed to remove the pan, and I'll have to pull out the oil filter to take it out. It's a bit of a mess, I have to admit. This is what happens when you don't have a hoist. Hoist will make this a very easy process. Anyway, this is the oil filter, that one right there. The O-ring stayed in there. I can't show it to you, it's really difficult. I don't want to mess my phone all under all that oil, but just make sure you remove the O-ring of the oil filter. And once we have oil pan out, we'll clean the gasket, remove it. This is a magnet, I take it, which we have to clean, and there's a lot of nasty stuff on top of it. We'll clean that, we'll clean this, we'll clean the outside, and then we'll put back the oil filter, new gasket, and put it back all together to put some oil. Let's clean the magnet that picks up all the small bits and pieces. It seems to have a lot of debris, a lot of dirt, and it seems that it hasn't been cleaned for ages. It looks a lot better. I'll wipe it with a cloth to make sure everything's off it. Much better than before. And it's all clean, the surface is clean, underneath it's clean as much as I could. Most important to be clean on the inside, because you don't want any dirt to go into your transmission. Now let's take the oil filter. And the oil filter is RTK5 on Ryko. That's the one. There's a new gasket. Remember, brand new. I removed the old one. It was pretty tight in there with a screwdriver without damaging the housing. I have to remove it. Just a bit of oil here, and I'll push it back inwards. There it is. I put already oil on the O-ring, and it goes in. Push it to make sure. Yep, that's the one. And center. That's all you need to keep it in place. Now let's put the oil pan. Now it's difficult to put the oil pan in place because of the engineering that Chevrolet had, and even more difficult is to put the oil pan with the gasket on it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to put some glue, otherwise I wouldn't, some glue, gasket glue here, to make as possible the gasket to stick onto the oil pan, and then we won't move, and I'll try to do my best to put it all back together without damaging anything. couldn't film it, it's too shallow in here and too much effort. So I put it, this is the rear, this is the front of the oil pan. The magnetic spot goes at the rear, so that's a good indication to know how. I lift first the rear end, put it in place, and then I lift the rest of the pan, place it onto the transmission, and then I start putting some bolts by hand. Once I had 2 bolts, the rest was easy. The pan could keep in place, and I put the rest of the bolts. Now I put all these on this side, I'm gonna put all the others on the other side, and then I'm gonna tighten. And it's all done, tighten. I'll put the torque settings just below your screen now. Okay, let's put some oil into that transmission and let's get it started. And let's put some oil. I have no idea where from, but my best guess is through the dipstick. Check Penrite. This is the oil we have to put according to Penrite, and according to Penrite it gets 4.7 liters. I tried to focus on it, but I can't focus, difficult for me. On the dipstick it says in park transmission hot, so we have to put it in parking, and transmission has to be hot, and the engine has to be in idle. So I'll start the engine. I put just 4 oils, not 4.7. It's better to put a bit less and check. No damage is going to happen, I'm not going to drive the car, than put more and then I have to put something in there, a long tube and a huge syringe to take it out. If I put less, I can always put extra, but if I put more, it's a bit of a bummer to take it out. So. Okay, the engine is running, it's on working temperature, it's on parking, and now we can check the oil level. Yes, it needs more because it's up to, it needs more because it's up to here and it has to be in full somewhere here. So I'm guessing we need a bit more oil, so that's what the 0.7 liters. 1 liter is more than enough, but I'm going to put half liter now and see how I go. Yes, we are spot on. It's right here, which is the top on top. Perfect. 4.5 liters. Okay. All done.